What up, y'all? The reel I have ready is I have to slide down, but first I want to start it like this so y'all can absolutely understand the question and that he's asking and the response that she gives. Fuck.
Why are y'all building so hard right now without a man? I'm curious.
Me personally, because I want to already be set up for when it's time for me to become a wife.
Set up like what though?
As far as if my husband is going to be a man that needs to travel and go as he pleases, I want my businesses to already be set up where I'm making money in my sleep and I can be where my husband is. So if he needs me, babe, I need you to be in LA while I'm in New York. Okay, I can go and do that.
For real?
So I'm building for that future. I'm not thinking about just right now.
So you trying to get that bag.
Absolutely.
So when your husband comes, you're not a liability, you're an asset.
Yeah, I don't have to stay behind. I don't have to say, oh, well, honey, I have to work or I have to clock in and do that. I want to be able to, what you need? What do you need help with? While I'm still making money, but I don't have to physically be in an office.
Okay, so that's obviously just one woman, but you see the specific answer she gave, which is what a lot of them say they want, which is for them to have just a cash flowing business, passive income, and not just like a few $100 a month. No, like six figures and shit like that type of income, just passively. And I'm not. This is not a shit on people's dreams, so it's don't even try to take it there. Try to have an honest conversation with this. And then you heard her say that about it with the husband that his life requires his work requires him to travel and all that shit. And it's like, um, why is this specific fairy tale so common when you ask women these types of questions? Why? And then it's like young too. Like, understand? I doubt she wants to get married at like 80. So she wants to be married at like 30, before 35 probably. And they all have like this idea of, oh, we're going to have passive income making this kind of bank at this age. God damn. Like, then she mentions, oh, well, he travels. Like, I can just be there. I don't have to call him to the office. I don't have to be like, are y'all having kids? Because, and that question wasn't asked, but that is a question I have. Are you having kids? Because if you do have kids, and let's say you do just so happen to get a guy, I don't know how many jobs require you to travel and then you can come as well. But let's just say you do happen to get that guy. If you have kids, you're not going to stay behind to get for the kids. Are you just going to keep dropping them off every time your husband has to travel for work? You're going to call a sitter or drop them off at grandparents' house? Is that how it's always going to work? That seems pretty, I don't know. And then if you travel for work, how often is it necessary for you to go when it's a like it's for business? I don't know how that works, so I'm not saying that there's no pleasure there. I don't know, but that's a question to ask because it just seems like she's addressing it typically as just a given, just how it works. It's just when somebody travels for business, for work and business, you just have a lot of free time out there. I don't know, but that just seemed kind of. It just seems like again one of those fairy tales the way it seems to fall together. Um, and one thing I'm gonna go to this one comment you'll see, and we're gonna I'm gonna it's highlighted mainly because it's so long, but also when we go to the comment section, you're going to notice, or I'm going to point out that the two most common answers, and sometimes in tandem with one another, that women give in the comment section is, well, I want to build now because so my man, so I can have him. When he need, I can have him. Which is, ladies, I don't know if you noticed this, but you're essentially saying I want to work not hard now because my man may need a bank later, and that bank should be me. Like that I don't understand that response because you could just buy Affleck. Um, but then the other most common answer in this comment section and really generally on this topic is, well, because he might be an abuser and whip my ass. Wait a minute, this is the same guy. You're thinking of the same guy. That's the way you think. is in one way or another just an extreme. Either he's going to be like some business partnery type person, but his business may fail. You never know. Y'all be describing this dude as just a go getter, and then he doesn't have anything saved up, so he needs you as a bank. How long is he down? This overqualified guy, how long is he down? And then also, he might just whoop your ass. Like, is really the thought of dating regular that disgusting to you that you're just like, ew? I'd rather just be somebody who might whoop my ass. God damn it, I should really start using headphones for this. My bad. But let's go back to that comment. Right here. It says, for me, I really wish, where's her? Damn it. Anyway, I should have found her prior response to this, but because she said something about I have my own, but basically what I just told you. So she says, for me, it'll be an hour in my own. That's what I stated. How y'all view marriage is not how everyone else does. How you handle yours is for how I handle my. Okay. And you disregarded my point of view. Point is, husbands and wives should always have some money on the side for their own self needs, while also having a conjoint account. But again, how you and others handle y'all situations for y'all. And then I guess she's screaming at me. Like, is literally the condescendingness that a lot of y'all have to simply just a question is absolutely fucking ridiculous. This right here is an example of why a lot of guys say that they don't want the independent working thing. Because this is the attitude that typically comes with that. This is the mentality that typically comes with that. The disagreement, therefore, I'm going to be condescending, and I'm going to be a total dick, I'm going to be an ass. This is a great example right here. Okay? All I asked was why she said her, basically saying that, well, if you're married, why isn't it y'all's instead of your own? And this is what I got. When she says own self needs here, what the hell kind of own self needs could you possibly run into that you can't have a joint account? That's what is in my head. What could you possibly need to do? And I said this before, and I'm going to say this every single time. Every single time this topic comes up. If you want you want to operate, you want to have a part of your life that is totally isolated from me, that requires finances to be totally separate from me, fine. But we're going to do that the whole way. We're not just going to be convenient for you. I guess a lot of alpha guys on the internet say that that's not supposed to go. I could never do it. And if I die alone with a dog, fine, even though I don't like dogs. So if I just die alone, like y'all, cool. But there's no way that I want to have to step up when you're in need, but yet I have to just totally just be ignorant to the finances you have. As I'm not doing that. Oh, okay. She says, my answer is because whether I'm single or married, I still have to provide for myself as a woman too. Damn, all caps. And I also want to be available to help my man too. I never allow my man to fully handle everything. For me, I know it'd be stressful. We're a team, not a business. Got me, I got him. But also I have to have my own too. Not only should you be accessible to be given to, but you cannot lose self and lose your own individuality in the midst of having a boo. I don't roll like that, LOL. Okay. That to that last part, I have to ask, what's wrong with when you get married, you two rolling into one, right? When I mean rolling into one, I mean like your hobbies, your habits, your wouldn't that really mean that y'all are just flowing? Wouldn't that mean that? Or is it necessary to have this constant battle of nope, I'm gonna stay over here, keep whatever it is over here, whatever it is, that's that important. Whatever outside your marriage, that's that important. It is absolutely mandatory that you keep that there. Because what you're saying is that is a priority, not this. That's what you're telling me. And that's fine, but I wish I would use the actual words other than just saying, oh, I have to have my own so I don't be. You're act like if you go into that flow, that you'll be this mindless drone that just like, whatever the fuck, I don't know. Like the chick, I don't know. I don't know. Please explain what is in your head when y'all say this stuff. And she mentions it's not a business, but yet you want to act as his bank. That's what you're doing. You're acting. I have to have my own so that when he needs a loan, I can give it to him. That's what you're doing. Or it's his insurance policy. That's what you're doing. Listen, if we are just two individuals, it's funny because I'm pretty sure if you ask her like any woman who thinks like this, would you care to be something, something, something? They will always, well, that's a roommate. That's a roommate. You essentially want just a roommate that you fuck. You essentially want a roommate. I'm sure this lady will go, oh, be my best friend. I'm sure you would simply just want a roommate and shit like that. But yet, y'all make this so difficult and confusing for no reason. No reason. I'm going to keep reading these comments, but here's what it really is. Here's what sums it all up. You want your own so you can be able to leave the situation whenever the fuck you feel like it. And if you be honest about that and whoever signs up for it, cool. That's what he signed up for. Can we stop the bullshit? It's not so you can be his bank. It is, however, partly, not the whole thing, partly because he might have something wrong with him that you don't like. You all might have some friction about something that you don't like, and you want to be able to say, well, fuck it, I'm out. You're not worth this. You want to be able to say that. You want to be able to act like that. But be honest about it. Damn. Be honest about it. I guess this is that lady that said it. Y'all gotta check out the full episode to fully understand the dynamic of this conversation. And again, I don't think it's that deep because I wonder if she already has, because she seems something like a media personality already. 100,000 followers. No kids, not married, because usually they say that shit. Let's see. No, she was at the BET Awards apparently, so assuming she's pretty. Okay, she's a weathercaster. No telling how old she is, but again, it seems like she doesn't already have children. Usually they put that stuff up there. So I guess that's a goal not to. So business partner, travel buddy, best friend, essentially how y'all want y'all men to be. That's what it sounds like. When y'all listen to how y'all describe this guy, that's essentially what y'all describe. Some of us are building because we are simply being obedient and excellent to what God called us into this season. What? What the fuck does that mean? When you push marriage and relationship to the background for your career, you sacrifice with the type of man that she truly wants, truly values, and that's young, available, family-minded femininity. By the time finally gets the type of bag she's looking for, that man will most likely chose someone younger because they are easier and more willing to be molded. Business women too often come up as competitors to top tier men. They want wives, not secretaries. Okay, so a few things. Excuse me. I think he might have used some just talking points here, which always makes any response just sound like it's just some shit that you just threw up. But it's not totally wrong. He basically said the guy you want simply is going to want the younger you, the one that's like, I don't know, assuming she's 40, like half your age. And we really have to examine that and find a better way to put that into perspective, because you got to realize that even at 20, now they're saying nope, business. Like society has pretty much told them start looking at your career from like the time they're in their teenage years. That's it. They just like dudes told us, older women have told them, don't think about committing to someone at a young age, which is kind of not hypocritical but conflicting, because they also criticize us when they say other men, quote unquote, other meaning non-black men get married younger. Which if you get married younger, it again they've gotten to them and told them that they don't marry young, right? So even if the 20-year-old you, the 20-year-old, their point is the 20-year-old her is also going to want business and not marriage. Therefore, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. So you can't just use that talking point when you respond. But he says not secretaries. I'm not sure if that's a proper thing. I would say more so he isn't looking for, again, as I've been saying, a bank. He's not looking for Affleck and a wife. That's just, again, that's weird. If we have joint bank accounts, if I'm laid off, then we just have a joint bank account. But no, let's complicate it, and I'll just give you some money. I'll give you. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid at that point, isn't it? I'm so down. I'm out of work so long. My bank account is dry. But again, you want a guy who's totally there financially. So why the fuck would he need you? This is bullshit. Hopefully she find a man who thinks the same way. Most men I know want their wife taking care of kids while they are gone. Now I'm not gonna read those 61 replies, but I guess I'd agree with that. He said, man, he knows. I just think that's men generally, like, if I'm working, I have a job where I have to travel, I don't think I want to say, hey honey, call a sitter because we have a business appointment when the business appointment has nothing to do with you. I honestly, and I'm just thinking for me, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm thinking about me. I don't want to be gone that long anyway. Like, how long are we going? A week? 2 weeks? I'm hoping that this business thing will take like a few days, maybe. And that includes travel there, travel back. That's what I'm hoping for. So do you really need to come? It's 2-3 days. Financial freedom is essential to also protect yourself from being stuck in a bad marriage and having to endure any kind of abuse or disrespect. I applaud these women. You know, you can have a debit card to the account. So it's not like the 1920s or whenever time that was before credit cards, where literally he got a paycheck and then he had to just give you the money that he allowed you to have. This is not those times. And even then, I heard stories about wives being able to go to the job and pick up the check. I've heard of those stories. So can y'all please stop this whole, well, if I don't have a career, then he'll just whoop my ass. Shut up. Most men, okay, and another tangent real quick. Most men are not these violent, I'm going to beat my wife because it's Tuesday type of, stop, please stop. It's really pissing me off. I'm getting sick of this. That's not just who men are. It's not. All right? If y'all really believe this, y'all wouldn't have the attitude that y'all have in public. Y'all wouldn't. Y'all wouldn't be smart asses. Y'all wouldn't be dismissive. Y'all wouldn't be loud. Y'all wouldn't be rude. Wouldn't be none of that. Y'all would beg these stores for like hours worth, like just women can go into. Hell, the gym I just joined now has a women's only section. You know how many times I've seen women in the women's only section? I've seen one chick in there during like the busiest time of the day. One. If y'all are claiming we're this dangerous, why do y'all not want to run away from us as much as possible? Why is whole culture a thing if men are just rape? Y'all will say men are rapists and go out and do half the job for them. Getting drunk, getting high, getting lost. But, oh my God, just hope no men are around because they're... Fucking stop. Please stop. Stop it. Damn. Imagine ever getting married and you spent a good chunk of your life not building anything because you're waiting on a husband. insurance, if you ask me. Okay, imagine never getting to that position. Imagine never getting to that passive income. Imagine never getting all the financial stuff y'all talk about. Imagine never getting there. And then now you're not married and you're like 60 and you gotta hope the state take care of you. Imagine that. Imagine that. Which is, by the way, anybody who doesn't get a job that has like 401k and all that, most people end up in a situation when they don't have that. Right? A lady on my old block that I grew up on, she inherited her husband's retirement payments from his job. So she didn't even like I believe she never worked. Just raised the kids poorly, but that's beside the point. But she didn't have to work after he died. She collected his check. There's a benefit to there are benefits to it. Now, I don't like these benefits that they try to tie out there as benefits. Like you make more money, that's not how that works. But there is benefits to it. All right. Y'all make me defend marriage, bro. What is wrong with y'all? Grow up. She's too masculine. You need to stay home and cook. Listen, when it comes to that chores and stuff, every house can figure that part out. All right. If you have a job, listen, and because I hear this a lot, I hear beefing about this a lot, so I'm gonna dig into it a little bit. Even if one person, regardless of what it is, does all the working outside the home, the other person does all the working inside the home, you can still figure that shit out. You can still figure that out. Ladies, I've heard more than one time of y'all saying, if I work full time and you don't, I better not have to tuck shit when I get up. I've heard it. All of you people who are into the deafness are like idiots. You got to figure this shit out from house to house. This isn't going to work, and it's a real shame because I can see the beginning nature in women to speak like this. No man worth having will not be a part of this. Whether he's middle class or rich, he wants to be able to control his life and not someone else, even if it is his wife. The real downside to this is these women will only look up to men above them, not eyesight, while those men they are looking for are systematically avoiding them, looking for a feminine wife that trusts her husband, direction, and path. It's not always about money. More often than not, it's about peace of mind and willingness to be a part of that. I think that was a good way to put it, maybe. Okay, I'll run with that. That was kind of long. Okay, this one was interesting. Why y'all aren't asking these dudes why they aren't doing the same thing and want women to help them build instead of wondering why women want to build wealth for themselves? Okay, I'll answer the last question first. Why will we wonder why women want to build wealth for themselves? Because women have made it clear that they only want to spend that on fun shit. Like they want to invest enough to travel. They want to invest enough to buy a big dumbass house. Which, by the way, real quick, I once came across this reel where this chick, she used like the word caption thing, where she basically talking about, oh, you didn't wait around on a man and I bought this big dumbass house, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, more than likely, I don't know, but more than likely, she financed the house. She mortgaged it. The reason why shit is so expensive, in this particular reason, housing, is because if they know your single ass will buy a 1,800 square foot 5-bedroom house, but you don't have no kids or husband, that of course you're going to charge that much for it. Like, what the fuck? That was insanely stupid. Like the desire to have so much shit just because it's fucking ridiculous. Why would you buy that big house for no reason? Why? And again, unless she's like a millionaire and I don't know, whatever the fuck, unless that's the case, that shit was stupid. Because now you're just paying Wazoo money for what? All that space for what? Accomplishments for the sake of accomplishments is stupid. So let's say instead of getting my truck, right? And I got a house, a big dumbass house too. What would have been the point? What would have been the point? To just be like, hey, I got a bigger house than what I had before. You see it? Yeah. I didn't wait on a wife and kids. I just bought the damn house. And now I'm just spending more money. Do y'all realize the amount of money that y'all spend single over the 10, 15, 20 years. Literally, you talk about building with someone. If you had to just got with somebody younger, even a bus driver, you could have built some shit by now. Nope. Gotta spend on the trip. That's right. As far as the first one, why aren't men built doing the same thing? Are men not? Why do some men aren't? Because even the Ebony chick said women are out earning men in 22 of the major cities, and all the rest of them they still out earning you. So why would you say they're not? People like this literally would just say shit for no real reason, just because it benefits them. I said so. If they can find a way to say 2 plus 2 is 7, because it makes their argument sound good, they will. This is stupid. This is dumb. This is really dumb. Just saying shit for the hell of it. It ain't even remotely close to being right. Girl, apparently men don't want that type of woman. Look at my first example as reason why. Because you aren't doing that for anybody but you. Anybody but you. That is literally like, seriously, like your reason to say, fuck you, I'm out. That is what you do. What else, what is there to like about that on my end? You just want to be my bank, that's it. You just want to, at the very most, put in on bills, that's it. Even then, it's like, well, it should be more on you because you're the guy. Like, at what point is this even, like, relevant to me? What point? Manosphere Highlights Daily just showed a video about how the one chick that used to be on The View said that, yo, when you make money like this, women should have prenups. When it was just men talking about prenups, y'all would say, no. So at what point is this even relevant to me? At what point is your career, your passive income relevant to me? Besides when you can follow me to the hotel that you want to make sure ain't no bitch at when I go and work with you. What point? Where's it relevant to me? Fellas go overseas. There's nothing wrong with women building wealth. Wealth knows no gender, y'all. However, women shouldn't lose focus on what makes them a wife or feminine while building. Ego and pride hides in abundance if you don't know how to manage y'all. It will be a curse. Stay cheerful, y'all. Somebody said legacy. What does a man have to do with building? I got A's all on my tests in school. Went to a college I always admired. Excelled at fine art and graphic design. Loved and gave genuinely. Started my own business, and that came from my own passion. Why would a man ask me why I didn't wait on him? The audacity. That wasn't the point. It wasn't to wait on a man. Matter of fact, let's just go. I hate to lose my spot. But y'all see what she said. She did it on passion. She didn't wait. Let's go back and fight. Let's go back and hear that again.
Your husband comes. Mm-hmm. You're not a liability, you're an asset.
Yeah, I don't have to stay behind. I don't have to say, oh, well, honey, I have to work or have to clock in and do that. I want to be able to, what you need? What do you need help with? While I'm still making money, right. But I don't have to physically be in an office.
And I know all of you all offline.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all building so hard right now without a man? I'm curious.
Me personally?
Okay, so that was a relevant question. But to answer it anyway, I don't think necessarily that you should have to wait for a man to build wealth. If you get into your passion, you just so happen to make a lot of money, that's a different thing. But when you hear the purpose responses of, oh, I want to end up being his bank, I want to end up being something that I hope I never happens. So I want to waste decades of time before I meet him and energy before I meet him that you're full of shit. You're full of shit. It's crazy how a certain group of men tend to think them being the providers makes the woman a liability, not an asset. What happened to men taking pride in being as protectors and providers? Seriously. What is a certain group of men? What is a certain group of men? I want to know who that is. That I don't know if it's because of what I've been seeing on the internet or if that's an actual race comment she just made. But then she says, what happened to men being protectors and providers? You literally asked why men aren't being providers. While she's saying she wants to have passive income, and like, again, I'm pretty sure tonight just a few $100s. The fuck? The question is about building wealth. Why don't you want to provide? You have wealth, ma'am. What the fuck kind of question is that? You have wealth. Why are you asking why I'm not providing for you? You have wealth. Oh my God. Why are men making me irrelevant to myself? What? That's so stupid. That is so dumb. I just the attempt to be condescending and a smartass just backfires. Imagine having Oprah money and your mentality is somebody come and provide for me. Like, you already got it. You can literally just go find a man who you mold best with in your not personality and values. But yet you're like, no, fuck that. Where the money? You already got it. You got it already. Fuck that. I'm not reading that. So what if there's no husband? Women should starve. Oh my God. Women should starve? Isn't this ridiculous? Not everyone is going to get married. And not every man is going to be financially, I guess, successful. Is that supposed to be? What is wrong with a financially secure woman? If building wealth, which I'm assuming is generational wealth, was the only way to be financially secure and not starve, you might just be the fattest person on planet fucking Earth. Why are you saying starve when they talk about building wealth? Okay, I think I figured out why he asked this question out without going and watching the whole video, because I'm not going to go watch that video. I think the reason this question was asked was because if you're essentially waiting around for somebody to provide for you, why the fuck are you trying to become CEO? Why are you trying to be the chick in the original video, which is, I want to have this passive income just for my blah, blah, blah. If you literally just want a guy to come and bring the house, bring the cars, bring the insurance, bring the health stuff, bring the school tuition, if you essentially want a guy who's gonna come in to where all you gotta do is be mommy, what's your point? What the fuck is your point? Because I keep hearing on all these panels that y'all want somebody to come in and make you financially irrelevant. So why are you wasting all this time trying to build wealth? Why? Y'all do realize there will be more guys up there if y'all wasn't. So what's your point of causing the problem where you are a provider purposely and then going, where are the providers? You! Look in the mirror. When you go to the salon and they put the mirror up, I need y'all to start practicing something. Say, that's the provider right there. Like, say it. When you see, every time you see a mirror, you see you in it, say provider. Because that's what you are, right? You pay mortgage, you pay bills, you pay car notes, you pay cruise prices, whatever the fuck, you pay hotel. You provide financially everything until you before you meet the man, right? Okay. You know what that makes you? A provider. That you are a provider. Why would you be looking for a provider when that's you? That is you. That is you. It's the equivalent to me staying or any man staying with their parents and like, I'm not into the whole gender old school thing. I kind of just want to be a homemaker. And then also saying, where are the feet? Why don't I want homemakers anymore? I want to home. That's you, nigga. Right? God damn it. This is stupid. This is so stupid. This is why I hate doing this shit now. It's so dumb. I'm a provider that I want a provider. God damn it. Disagree. It's okay to want to build wealth, but it shouldn't be put in front of becoming a wife or make you feel like if you're not in a certain position financially, you're a liability. Successful men need helpmates. You're probably more of a liability trying to juggle your many projects and your marriage to a man who's already ultra successful. Okay, a few things that just brought up, this comment brought up that I, want to bounce off of. Um, where is it? I'll start from last and work my way up. When he says juggle, when this person says juggle many projects, listen, you're not going to stop. If you reach the level that the chick in the video was saying, or any of these chicks are saying in this comment section, you're not going to stop. You're not going to get a passive income like, oh, well, that worked. No, you're going to be like, I'm going to do this again. Oh, I'm going to do this again. Oh, I got this partner. This person hit me up. Because if somebody sees you can create that kind of business, they're going to want to link to you, right? They're going to want to reach out to you, right? To see how y'all can make more money together. Because that's how people who make money work. You're not going to ever stop. So, yeah, you ain't got to go clock in, but you do got to have your own appointment to attend to, your own business partner to attend to. You're not going to stop, right? Unless you're like one of these chicks that's on Instagram that all they do is record videos all day and product placements. Yeah, that can travel. But again, how many people are going to have businesses where they literally can just take their phone with them and ask the business? Again, focusing on the 1% type of situation, we spend a lot of time on those. That shit crazy. The fact that so many of y'all y'all are literally like the high school, the 8th grade kid, remember they asked you, where do you want to be when you grow up? Ball player. That's you at 30. When you grow up, you want to be the 1%. And you are actually living your life because all of you are going to be the 1%. And not spending your whole check, by the way, is not building wealth. That's not building wealth. So if your idea of building wealth and you came in this don't starve that you came with these kind of comments, you're not even thinking about what they're talking about. Because if that's the case, I am building wealth and I don't make 6 figures. It's not even close. Where are we? It's okay to build wealth, just put for becoming blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, the liability part. I've said it before. There's a difference between being a needy, or in this case, liability, and just dependent. Like, when you two are in a relationship or a marriage, you're supposed to depend on each other for certain shit. This idea of y'all are so solo, but yet somehow the marriage works because you just simply want to be there. Like, no, there's a lot of work in that. So if you all aren't depending on each other, like for something you need done, that shit is flimsy. That shit is really flimsy. So I'll say that about that and I'll move on. We've seen that. The hidden discussion that is missed. Some women will build and price themselves out of most men in the market. Secondly, God calls some of you women to business, but not marriage, but your money supports the ministry of someone like Jesus. Okay, he lost me there because I'm not in the church, so I have no fucking clue. But we've heard the first one before. If you want a successful guy who has all this stuff going on, he's not going to look at if you have a business already, which I think that it'll become more and more, just not to where you want it to, because obviously you having your own business to put on the table, it lessens the likelihood of you taking him for money, but it's still shit outside of that. Like, that isn't going to be the only deciding factor, right? Just like his money isn't the only deciding factor. Like, there's so much shit in there, but I guess you don't have to wear whatever. I'm going to read 2 more, including this one, 2. Because I want my own. My man does not determine my wealth. Allah Sat determines my wealth. I guess that's our God. I'm not waiting for a man to give me the life I want when I can just get it myself. Who the fuck needs to wait? Men want women to stay broke so that they need them, but that will never be the case. That's men's problem. She building her wealth for her. It ain't got shit to do with you. Again, if this is how you feel about me and we ain't even met each other, fuck you too. Who wants this? This does not sound appealing at all. At any tax bracket, it doesn't sound appealing. You are already accusing me of wanting you to be needy by me so I can just abuse you some kind of way. Damn. I just prefer polarity because it seems to work a little better. Like, you ever seen the Velcro straps? Imagine two of the same Velcro straps. It won't latch on to each other, will it? Will it? Will either side grab hold? No, it won't. Jedediah Bila, I just watched a clip of hers earlier today, and some chick said, bring something about a man bringing exactly what she brings or something like that. And it's like, why the fuck? Like, why would y'all think that? That mirroring each other. This has become a big problem in our dating society. The idea that both partners are supposed to mirror each other identically. It's like, so they have the same flaws and holes? That's stupid. This idea that you're all supposed to bring the exact same thing is causing, like, again, head-on collisions. It's so dumb. Wanting someone who be more of the homemaker just makes sense. It makes sense to do it that way. And even if it means, like I said before, you take a 3 to 5 year plan to get there, you got a different discussion. But still, you can still do it with that plan. Her man doesn't determine her wealth. I mean, when we're talking wealth, kind of does. Because if you marry a wealthy guy and y'all get divorced, it's a lot of wealth transfer, isn't it? Isn't it? All right. You get a man, y'all on the same page, y'all figure out a way to make things work, and y'all do get where whoever works, most likely him, right? And his business takes off, whatever, that determines your wealth now, doesn't it? But then again, we have to make the guy in your life irrelevant. Why do God want these guys then? If you're really going to talk about a guy who's irrelevant, why the fuck do you want him? This sounds weird. This sounds defeating as fuck when y'all make these statements. I'm not waiting for a man to give me the life I want. Fair. But why do I have to put in on it when I meet you? When y'all be calling Kendra, oh, he gotta make this so that when I want to travel, he can just pick up and go. That's the life you want. So now why I have to also like to want to do that shit and be willing to spend the money to do that shit? Last one. Okay, but the reality is that we are single and childless and we have time to focus on our career. We can't just sit around doing nothing and just wait on a man. We just happen to build wealth while at it because we spend lots of time working and we spend less money than someone with a partner and children. I mean, we are supposed to do with our free time. What are we supposed to do with our free time? Okay, Cap Central. Again, most people are not making this kind of money. And according to women, this is not me making this up. This is hearing y'all speak. According to y'all travel and spend money like a mug. Y'all said that. Y'all said y'all always out of town on a boat somewhere. Y'all said y'all always got the biggest house. Y'all said y'all always got the best car. Y'all said y'all spend all that damn money. Y'all did. So how the fuck are you building wealth while spending money that you make? That makes no sense. Most of you aren't doing this. So the idea of what you're supposed to sit around, no, you literally can be working on other skills, quite literally. Or you can have a part-time job while still learning other skills and finding and like being courted or courting men that you want to be with. Like, this dismissal of you don't have to, you only have to do stuff to get work, but you don't have to do stuff to get mad. This is insane. It's so stupid. This is so stupid. I run out of stuff to say about this goofy shit, so I'm gonna just stop it there. Because apparently every person with a dick is just like the most toxic person ever. Unless that person with the dick also likes dick, then of course, high five them all fucking day. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. If you're a man and you typically think how men do think and used to think, you're bad. Well, if you're a man and you're on the whole other extreme of not wanting to be a man, then you're much better by default, right? Be right. Not positive. I'm out.